Good evening, good evening, good evening. Welcome back to Assassin's Creed 3 Remastered, the live stream number 7, as we continue our journey through the American Revolution. Hope everyone's had a good day so far. It's hopefully tonight we can actually manage to have no crashes. That would be a bonus. Thank you to those that last night stayed with us after the crashes and having to restart the stream. A capture card is on my list, obviously. I have to wait currently. But yeah, one day, hopefully soon, once the insurance sorts itself out, I can possibly have one. And that would help massively. But yeah, thank you to those that did stay. Thank you to those that stuck around. Very much appreciated. We managed to get quite a bit done. We managed to get around the crash as well. By skipping the cutscene. That did help a lot. But I hope everyone's having a good Friday. Weekend coming up. Everyone's got a nice weekend planned. We are live again this evening for a couple of hours. The plan, I'm not too sure whether we should do main story, carry on clearing Boston. We made a lot of progress at Boston last night. So I'm kind of in two minds whether we should carry on clearing Boston or whether we should crack on with the main story. I don't know which way to go. I'm so used to clearing as we go in RPGs that with this, it's allowed us the freedom to choose. I don't think it doesn't affect the story by stopping and just clearing. We've still got Boston to finish, and I kind of feel we should get Boston clear. But it's up to you guys. Let me know what you think. While I fill in the YouTube side. I did post in the Discord earlier. Next week is going to be next 2 weeks in fact, are going to be a bit up and down. So basically, it's the summer holidays here in the UK. My other half has got 2 weeks off to help with childcare costs, and so I'm not. I'm physically, I struggle to look after our little one. Although he can look after himself to a degree. But he'd be stuck in the house because I can't basically get out of the house very often. So she's taking 2 weeks off so he can have day trips and stuff. But because nothing's really planned, she's not very good at planning things. I say it quietly in case she hears me. I don't know what days things are planned for currently. So the live stream during the daytime streams that we normally do in the week. The next 2 weeks will be a little bit up and down, a bit ad hoc. I'll try and let people know on the Discord with as much notice as I possibly can about what's coming up and when. There will be regular content scheduled throughout the weeks, as is currently with WWE Battlegrounds, Mass Effect, and Tennis. I have started. Just takes a while to record the episodes and edit them, but I have started. So yeah, although live streams will be a bit ad hoc and won't necessarily be at the times they have been, we'll try and make up with that with evening streams. That is the plan. I'll try and put on the Discord with a bit of notice when I know what the plans are and when I know we can be live. I guarantee right now we will be live the evening of Siege of Paris, going live. Guaranteed. No matter what happens, we'll be live that evening if we can't do a daytime stream as well. But we are going to be doing it. Come hell or high water, we will be streaming. Good evening, Lisa. How are you? Hope you have a good time with your family the next couple of weeks. Should be fine. Have a bit more reliable streams, less streams for a while. Thanks, Lisa. Massively appreciated. Yeah, it's not. I won't be able to spend much time with them. The reason she's taking the 2 weeks off is to be able to take him out on day trips. And obviously I can't move that much. I can't walk that far. And if he was stuck at home with me for 2 weeks, he wouldn't leave the house because I physically can't. So it helps him be active, basically. That's the big reason for it. Also, it cuts down on childcare costs during the summer holidays, to be fair. So I actually won't probably spend that much time with him, because she sounds like she's got quite a few things planned with friends and family and stuff, which is never a bad thing. But it'd be nice to have her home a little bit more. But yeah, it just won't be the normal times in the morning and things like that. But yeah, like I say, I'll try and give notice. We've been hitting it pretty hard with the stream since I got injured in December, mainly for my own well-being more than anything else. So we have done pretty well with the live streams, and it's been quite constant as much as possible. But yeah, it's like I said, there's regular content every day that I've pre-done. Hopefully, I should have enough for the 2 weeks. Hopefully, but yeah, we will still have live streams, whether evening or during the day. We'll have them. I just can't guarantee when at this point. But I'll try and give people notice and that kind of stuff anyway. But no, massively thank you for your support, Lisa. It's massively appreciated. And yeah, you know, I know everyone has to have a break every now and then, and we have been hitting it hard for the last 7 or 8 months, which I never expected. But yeah, we'll work our way through it. We'll work our way through it as always. It's all good. Right, bear me a second while I actually get myself in a position where I'm comfortable for the next hour or so, or 2 hours, and then we need to make a decision. So, tonight, what do we do? Do we, A, carry on clearing Boston, as we made a really good amount of clearance last night? We liberated the North Zone, and we've already liberated Central. Or do we carry on the main story? Part of me thinks, I'm trying not to be in the mindset of RPGs as we clear as we go, but part of me does think, we're in Boston, let's clear it, it's done, it's not going to affect the main story, because the main story is generally quite different to all the clearing, and at least we know that's one town done. We've still got New York to do at some point. We've got lots to find here. Boston Brawlers, we now need to go to... We need to disarm people and stuff like that, so we won't concentrate on that currently. That's out in the Frontier. Frontiers won't be out in the Frontier. Forts, we've got a fort in Boston to do. We haven't done any naval missions yet. Feathers, obviously, we've got Almanacs and Feathers to collect in Boston, and we've got the maps or the chests. Assassination contracts, I think we're in the middle of doing one. Yeah, there's 4 more to do. Delivery requests, we've currently got a Boston one to do. We need to have a look in a shop, really, and see if we can actually produce any of this stuff now. I don't know if we will be able to produce it all. Or we can even try buying them, to be fair. We need to have a look at that, don't we? Courier missions, we've got North Boston letters to deliver. Building the Homestead, obviously, there's other stuff to do there. And we've still got to find 8 more underground fast travel stations. I don't know how you find them. Hopefully we'll come across them and figure it out as we go. You think we should take some time between sequences to clear areas and do side missions? Yeah, so that's the thing, we haven't done that. We've kind of hit the sequences hard. We've done a few side stuff, but the majority of everything we've done has been all missions, all sequences. We haven't really spent the time, and this is why we're at the state of Boston. As we're already in New York now, according to the story, we're kind of in New York, but we haven't spent the time doing anything in Boston. And since that's the first main area, we need to go back to the Frontier as well, and the Homestead, but we haven't really done anything in Boston. So my thinking was maybe tonight we spend it, clear as much as Boston as we can. We've got South Boston to liberate. We've got a big fort to take on, which could be interesting. The main story is quite short, so spacing it now seems good. Since you have... Yeah, we've unlocked all the areas, haven't we? Okay, that sounds like a very good plan, Lisa. I'm glad you agree. So from here... We might as well head to the chest, I suppose. We haven't... There must be... We haven't opened that up. So I'm wondering if there's a viewpoint somewhere in here we haven't found yet. We know what all the chests are, we know what all the trinkets are, and the almanacs, and the feathers. So that does help us massively. But yeah, we'll clear the whole of North Boston then. And then we'll have a look south and see where we go from there. That sounds like a very good plan. Crafting wise, right, we just said about crafting, didn't we? There is a travelling shop. What does he sell? It's at a fort. I do need to have a look at trophies at some point, because I've got no clue. And they're consumables. I don't think it's... No, he's not going to sell anything we can use, is he? No. No, that's fine. I did wondered. We do need some arrows, though. We'll buy some arrows. Since I kind of rely on my arrows. we can't craft from him, unfortunately. If we come across the shop, we do need to have a look if we can craft any of them items. We do need to have a look at trophies. I don't know what the right time to do so is. Maybe after we've finished all the main story. Maybe the right time. I'm kind of unsure with trophies of this. On an RPG, it's fairly simple. You clear a thing, you finish a thing, then you know, right, okay, what trophies are left. Because it's obviously stuff we've missed. With this, I'm kind of a little bit unsure when we should hit trophies. And when we should actually look at what we need to specifically look at. This chest is in a red area. It's a little bit worrying. I never thought I'd say this, but I really miss not having a bird. There's a guy fleeing there. Am I meant to stop him? I stopped him. I'm assuming I was meant to stop him. He had a red marker on him, so I thought I was meant to stop him. A lot of people after me, haven't I? It may have been a really bad decision. He had a red marker, so I just thought I needed to stop him. I may not have done it. The trees blocking my view there. We're in the right place for the chest. Come on then. Disarmed him. I do love that little roll and finisher there. The roll and finish. I didn't want to pet the chicken. I wanted to actually loot the guy. Can I loot? It's not letting me loot the person. There we go. Loot that guy, since they have good stuff, do they? Right. Okay, let's grab the chest. We need to head back out and loot that guy then. Recipe acquired for Stonehead War Club. And $1,250 pounds. I keep thinking this should be in dollars because it's set in the America. I do keep thinking it should be. Well, we are wanted, so I have to be a little bit careful because I'm going to see guards here. What I need to do is loot this guy. This is he's not going to let me, is it? I don't want a big fight with everyone. All I want to do is loot that body. Any more? Right. I know we need to get out here. The body's disappeared. I couldn't loot it. That's annoying. That wasn't what I wanted to do, any of that. All I wanted to do was get... The guy was running. He had a marker on him. I assumed we needed to deal with him. And I thought... Then Lisa said, we need to loot him, but the body's disappeared. We got the treasure chest. But yeah, I think the body's disappeared. Because it was here and it's now gone. Let's loot the other guys while we're here. Get some bit of money out of them. Better than nothing. But yeah, we got the chest. That was the important thing, I think. Didn't quite go to plan. What I should have done is marked them and got the assassins to do it, and then I wouldn't have got in trouble. I always forget we need to use the assassins. Right, from here there's an almanac over that side, and we go from there. But yeah, I should have used the assassins maybe. You got a gold ring once. That was needed for delivery request. Oh, that's interesting. So maybe they may have some of the stuff we need for these deliveries. So yeah, we definitely need to keep an eye out for them guys then. That is vitally important to keep an eye out for those. Right, Almanac. Can we grab it without getting ourselves in trouble? Where's it flying to? This way. Come on, Almanac, come here. Got it. I love the fact they're not as difficult as I first thought. Oh! Trophy achieved. Blowing in the wind. Ah, we've got a new Animus database entry as well. We've completed an Almanac, I believe. We've got all 4 to 1 Almanac, which I think is why we got the trophy. I'd a guess. It would make sense. Yes. Blowing in the Wind trophy. Retrieve every page of one of Ben Franklin's Almanacs. It's nicely done. But that stuff they carry, I think, we craftable via the Homestead, so not a huge... okay. So a lot of those we need to upgrade the Homestead, don't we? So this was Poor Richard's Almanac from 1733, Volume 2. V Monday, July half XXXI days, I don't know what that means. Even while the reaper feels his greedy hands and binds the golden sheaths in brittle bands, oft have I seen a sudden storm arise. From all the warring winds that sweep the skies, and oft whole streets descend of sluicy rain, I was going to say something else then accidentally, sucked by the spongy clouds from off the main, the lofty skies at once came pouring down, the promised crop and golden labours drown. Many estates are spent in the getting, since weary and fatigued forsook spinning and knitting. He that lies down with dogs shall rise up with fleas. A fat kitchen, a lean will, distrust and caution are the parents of security. Tongue double brings double trouble. I don't know what any of that means. Thrust thou 12 bright signs Apollo guides. The year and earth in several climes divides. 5 girdles bind the skies, the torrid zone glows with the passing and repassing sun. Far on the right and left, the extremes of heaven to frost and nose and bitter blasts are given. Betwixt the mist and these, the gods assigned 2 habitable feats for humankind. Take counsel in wine, but resolve afterwards in water. He that drinks fast pays slow. A great famine when wolves eat wolves. A good wife lost is God's gift lost. A taught horse and a woman to teach, and teachers practising what they preach. He is ill-clothed who is bare of virtue. This is quite long. I'm assuming it's a poem of some sort. What was I up to there? Death is a fisherman, the world we see. His fish pond is, and we fishes be. His net's some general sickness, however he is not so kind as other fishes be. For if they take one of the smaller fry, they throw him in again, he shall not die. Death is sure to kill all he can get, and all is fished with him that comes to the net. The heart of a fool is in his mouth, but the mouth of a wife man is in his heart. Men and melons are hard to know. He is the best physician that knows the worthlessness of the most medicines. Beware of meat twice boiled, and an old for reconciled. A fine genius in his own country is like gold in the mine. There is no little enemy. Time was my spouse and I could not agree, striving upon superiority. The text which saith that man and wife are one was the chief argument we stood upon. She held they both one woman should become, held they should be man, and both but one. Thus we contended daily, but the strife could not be ended till both were one wife. He has lost his boots, but saved his spurs. To old man has given all his son, O fool. To undress thyself before thou art going to bed. Cheese and salt meat should be sparingly eat. Doors and walls are fool's paper. Anoint a villain, he'll stab you. Stab him, and he'll anoint you. Keep your mouth wet, feet dry. My neighbour hates ye by his pleasing tongue, hath won a girl that's rich, wise, fair, and young. The match he's safe, is half concluded. He indeed is wondrous willing, but not she, and reason good, for he has run down all. Almost a story of the prodigal. Yet swears he never with the hogs did dine. That's true, for none would trust him with their swine. Where bread is wanting, all's to be sold. There is nothing honour, there is neither honour nor gain got in dealing with a villain. The fool hath made a vow, I guess, never to let the fire have peace. Snowy winter, a plentiful harvest, nothing more like a fool than a drunken man. Anyone have any clue what I'm reading right now? I'm assuming it's a poem. I'm assuming this is Poor Richard's poem, and this is all about Richard, is my thinking. God works wonders now and then. Behold a lawyer, an honest man. He that lives carnally won't live eternally. Innocence is its own defence. Time eateth all things, could old poets say. The times are changed, our times drink all away. Never mind it, she'll be sober after the holidays. Hello Gaming, how are you? Thank you for the like, whoever that was. I've got no idea what I've just spent the last minute or so reading. It seems like it's a poem. But it's a complete almanac. So that's something. I'll take that. Well, we'll just check. Wrong button. I'm assuming there's nothing else. No, that was a recent entry. So, yeah, I'm assuming that's a poem out of a poor man. And that was his life, maybe? And that's a guess. But I'm not 100% sure what I just read. But that could be what the almanacs are. I don't know what an almanac is, to be fair, offhand. Grinding legends, nice. Did you manage to get hold of the guy who's going to help you? Almanac. I'm just looking to see what an almanac is, because I'm curious now. So an almanac, an almanac is an annual publication listing a set of current information about one or multiple subjects. So they were dated. So it includes information like weather forecasts, farmers' planting dates, tide tables, and other tabular data often arranged according to the calendar. So it seems that almanac is dated and is trying to tell us what happened around that time. I couldn't get too much information from it, but that's kind of an historical reference, I suppose. Nice. Good. I'm glad I could help, game, and I'm glad we got it sorted out. Okay. So there is a trinket just down here. We'll grab. Seems to be just over here. And that's the trinket solved. Now I think that's mainly North Boston cleared. We've got both trinkets in Boston now. So I think North Boston's done. We'll get a recipe for Ben Franklin invention. Okay. I take it we'd have to go to a shop for that, won't we? So we can actually see it. I'm curious to why this is still all greyed out. I thought where we are now we would have opened this up, to be fair. There's a long piece of land there, isn't there? But I think we may have just cleared collectibles, Almanacs, Boston. Right, so we've cleared one almanac. There's still lots more to do in Boston. Chests, we've done the 2 chests in the North District is done. Trinkets in North Boston done. So yeah, we've done them. Some parts need permanently dark. Oh, that's interesting. Massive thanks would have been stuck. No worries at all, gamer. Happy to help always. Right, so I wonder if it's dark because it's not built up. There's a bit of water involved. It's not a built up area, is it? By the looks of it, it's quite a wild area. I take it there's nothing to find here, would be my thinking. There's a house there. I'm assuming there's nothing in it of any use to us. I can hear water actually. Ah, Animus database. This is Mill Pond. So Mill Pond. This is the site of Boston's first and for a good while only flour mill. The mill owners closed this pond off from the Charles River, leaving only a small stream that led to the ocean. Twice a day, the tides in Boston Harbor would fill the stream, powering the mill. Of course, closing the pond off also made it stagnant, since water was used as a dumping ground for sewage, garbage and dead animals. It was quite dirty and frankly stank. Around the turn of the century, the city decided something needed to be done. Rather than reopen the causeway and clean out the pond, developers decided they would make room for houses and also more money by filling it in, with land taken on the top of Beacon Hill. So that's exactly what they did. Building homes on sewerage since the turn of the century. What a wonderful slogan that would have made. So instead of draining it and refilling it to get rid of all the stagnant water, they just filled it in and then built on it. Okay. See, it seems like if we hadn't wandered out to here to have a look what that was and see why it was still dark, we wouldn't have got the database entry. We do also, I believe, need to make a concerted effort to try and find some of these underground entrances. That's the barracks, isn't it, there? Does that show up on the map? Ish. Not really, does it? We know there's no more collectibles here. I just thought, while we're here, let's have a look. And it goes a bit lighter to say we've actually been and looked. I wonder what this kind of passageway is here. Could that be an entrance? One of the ones we need to find? Because the only thing I can think of, the ones we found from the mission in Boston, had a rather small entrance. That's an outside toilet by the looks of things. Okay, this just seems to be a straight road into this part of Boston. That's what. There doesn't seem to be anything there. It just seems a straight run. Oh, you need to go into I assumed we'd find one by looking for them, cellar door entrances. We'd have to look hard for them. You're right, it's not explained that's how you find new ones. So at some point we need to go back underground and search around for more exits, essentially, in them tunnels from the two we found them. Yeah, that's not what I thought. I assumed we would have to look for them bunker entrances that we went into originally. I didn't... Yeah, it makes sense what you're saying, though. Right, what should we do? I'm thinking, let's walk along this path, mainly because it will open it up. At least it will show us a lighter grey. I don't know if it'll completely on grey. We can do assassination, head here for the viewpoint, grab these things around. We do need to head back up here for these ones. But what we might do is grab those two in the Almanac, and then maybe go in the underground, take a walk, see where we come out. And that's another one at least done, since we need to find 8 more. But I kind of want to just walk along here. Mainly so it's not greyed out anymore on the map. It'll still be dark. It'll just be a bit of a lighter dark. But yeah, I kind of assume we had to find a cellar entrance near a house. I'd have been wandering around for ages trying to figure out where they were otherwise. So thank you for that, Lisa. Much appreciated for that advice. I would have been there an age trying to find... Where are these bunkers? I can't find them. Although I suppose it would have happened upon one eventually. Hopefully, maybe. Right. So there is an assassination contract here, so we might as well deal with this guy while we're here. Although we don't actually have to assassinate him. Now we're going to try and use our assassins a little bit more. Mainly because we can. I believe that's the guy. I'm hoping I can actually use my assassins. I might not be able to. Yep, there he is. Let's use my assassins. Thank you very much. Very nicely done. I think they gain XP every time we use them. We'll loot the body. They did the work. Yep. Assassin's Guild XP gained. So every time we use them, they gain XP. We acquired milk. He must have gone out to get his early morning milk, and obviously he's not making it home now. We can send these guys out on missions as well to gain XP, but I just thought, may as well use them while we can. Although we should probably send them out on that one, maybe. I don't know how important it is to use the guys to do these. But let's send them both out while we clear stuff. When they come back, hopefully they gain some more XP. You had to use a map eventually. I still have no patience for those tunnels. Oh really? That doesn't hold me with much hope then. Hopefully, and I'm not saying you're wrong, but I'm hoping I don't find it that bad. Yeah, okay, that's something I'm not looking forward to. I can see how easy it would be to get lost in them tunnels, to be honest. Lots of soldiers here. Best behaviour. Yeah. We may have a go, but we'll see how it goes. Right, we've gained that one. There is a chest in there. There is also a viewpoint. I'm assuming there's that church there, to be fair. It's also a red area. And there's an almanac. Now, I don't know how close to the church I can get to climb up before I go into the red area. And there is a lot of soldiers here, which doesn't bode well. I'm assuming up the side they may not bother. Guards everywhere. I don't know why this building's so important to them. No one's watching. See you later. Up we go. The viewpoint will definitely help us a little bit more. I know the Almanac's there. We'll go for that shortly. The Almanac's flying off, so we've just lost it at this point. I wasn't going after it, so I was going to climb and do this first, but the Almanac had other ideas. Right, let's synchronise and let's have a look at the map. Yeah, I'm going to try my best not to look at a map for the underground tunnels, but if we start getting really extremely frustrated, might not have much choice. I'm amazed this synchronisation point wasn't a database entry, to be honest. I thought it would be. But then we'll have a better idea of the streets now. So we have a chest in here. A liberation mission. We need to liberate this area, don't we? Chest over here. The annoying thing is, you can't fast travel back. So what I'm thinking, we ignore this chest. We need to come back for the Almanac anyway. So ignore that for the time being. Head over here. Chest, Almanac, assassination, Almanac, underground tunnel. See how frustrated we can get. Hopefully it heads south and we pop up somewhere around here. And then we go have a look around again. Trying to do as much as we can in a decent pattern. There is a thing we can jump in. I don't like wasted journeys. You may have noticed that with the RPG style games. I like to do things in a decent order that makes sense and seems a worthwhile way of doing things.
The city councillors would like to remind all inhabitants to proceed.
I'm not a fan of wasting time if we can help it. If there's ways we can make life easier and do things in a decent fashion, I prefer to do that. Okay. I thought he was at... Oh, that actually hurt. I didn't think that would hurt him, but... Chest is opened. We've got a recipe acquired for a hanger sword. Not too sure what a hanger sword is. And we're £750. We're gaining money once more. I know it's a lot of opening map, to be fair. Right, another assassination product. We can't use our assassins. They're both currently out on a contract. So we do need to get our hands dirty ourselves this time. We do need to try and do it away from soldiers. Just to save them coming after us. Ideally. But yeah, I like to kind of put things in an order. He is down an alleyway. He is just here. Should be crossing our path shortly. Here he is. Discreetly done, I'm sure. Drop to the floor, will I? Salute you. I think that was quite discreetly done. I think that went very well. We only got £20 of him. No milk this time. Okay. I know it's a lot of going in and out of the map. I know it can be a little bit frustrating, but it's just about planning our route. So, Almanac and then tunnels, which we'll see what happens. Almanac is on the building next to this one. It is definitely easier now we've purchased the maps. It does make life a lot easier. It's actually below us. Okay, I wasn't expecting that. Well, I've got it. I kind of jumped to it. But it worked really well. Right, the entrance to the underground is around here somewhere. I think it's in the yard here. It is, there we go. Cellar doors. Okay, let's see if we can find someone new in the underground. Yes. I kind of want to head south, but knowing that this is going to be blind, not really know. I don't know if there's going to be much of a sense of direction. Might not be the simplest thing. Right, we have a torch. So we now need to head. Can I access map? Or I can, ish. So we've found that's the north port. So if that's north to me, south should be here. Surely. And we can head this way or that way. I think. Although this might be that way might be the exit, mightn't it? I think that's the exit that way. Oh, it's up to you, gaming. How much more you've got left to do with Valhalla? Okay, we have several directions to go. I've marked up one. I'm thinking this way. Just because we haven't been this way. Okay, I light torch. I forgot I need to press a button to light the torch. So we'll see where we come out this way. So these on the map, if you notice, there's little entrances, but they don't actually go anywhere. They're boarded up little areas. So it depends if you want mastery. Have you got the season pass? I can't remember. Okay, this is locked. We can open it. We've opened the door. Nice. Okay, what have we got here? There's an underground area. Another doorway here. I don't think we can actually interact from this side, can we? That is a dead end from this side. Yeah, it depends if you want to get mastery challenges done or not. Have you done anything on Unity yet? Right, I can't jump over there. I don't think I can actually interact with that. I need to be the other side. And I don't think I can... If I drop lantern, I don't know if I can then interact. I can. Can I pick a lantern up from down there, though? Or have I now lost my only source of light? I don't think I can take a lantern, can I? No. I somehow need to get up again to undo the door. Ah, there we go. We may have actually figured this out. That's a little tricky. So you have to go without your light, go underneath to open the door, carry on your journey. That's an interesting way of doing it. I like that. We're just going to the open world. Oh, it's up to you. Whatever you're enjoying, that's the main thing. Unity's good fun though. I'm seriously thinking about putting our Witcher playthrough on hold. I'm seriously thinking about it. Another door we can't get through. Okay. That's interesting. So although we managed to get up here, we can't actually go anywhere. I can now see why these are really annoying. Because we got up, we can't actually go anywhere. Because that door's locked. So we actually need to go a different way. So I'm just double checking I've not missed something nearby. There is something above it. I think we need to go above. Is there a lamp to light here? Not that I can see. Right, so leave my lamp there. I think we need to go up and over to unlock the door. No? Okay, maybe not. I just saw that up there and wondered if we need to go up and over. Yes. Okay, do I need to go round this way? There we go. And then we should be able to get the other side and open this doorway. If I'm right in my thinking. I can hear fire, which isn't a good thing. I don't know. Put it on hold. You should play all the Assassin's Creed, shouldn't we? Ghost of Tsushima, I'd love to play Ghost of Tsushima. Obviously, I've got to wait till I can actually pay for it. but we've got all the Assassin's Creed to play through. There's always a good chance. Right, well, we figured there's a few puzzles involved with these tunnels. I can understand why people use maps now, especially, because that did take a little bit of working out. Light the torch. Are we near an exit then? The noises underground are really weird as well. Obviously, it's real noises to be found. They are a little bit disconcerting at times. But yeah, I just from playing this, I so want to do every Assassin's Creed now. I want to have the platinum for every Assassin's Creed. I feel that as a channel, we need to do it. I think it's the only way forward now. Screaming, there's some noises, I'll give you that. It could be the screaming rats. There's a lot of pipe banging, which I'm assuming would be water pipes maybe. It's like you can hear people above as well. But yeah, I can definitely see why maps are better to this. Because if we look on our map, we've actually walked a decent way. We've had to get through 3 different doorways though. That's a blocked off door there. You can't actually get through there. But yeah, we've gone through several different doorways. Right. Oh, okay. Hang on, that's Beacon Hill there. So that is an exit. That's King's Chapel. So this looks to be a junction. This should be an exit, I would assume. I'm only assuming, but this should be an exit. But yeah, they're not a 5-minute job to find them all, is it? It's going to be... I'm assuming there's a trophy involved for finding them all as well. That's an assumption at this point, but I'm assuming there would be. It's the kind of thing that fits under the trophy kind of guise, isn't it? Right, so there's underneath. Okay, we've got another one of these puzzles again. Right, so lantern up, we can light that one. I've got an enemy nearby. How have I got an enemy underground? I wasn't expecting to see an enemy here. This seems like a further drop. Yes, got to remember intersection last time because that should lead to a second. This seems like a further drop than it was before. This worries me a little bit. I don't want to drop. I won't move down. I don't want to. That seems a really long drop. We won't hang. And we won't go down. Normally, he would start climbing down, but I can't. So I'm going to have to drop, I think. Yeah, that was too far a drop. As he hurt himself, but we got to where we needed to do. I can see an enemy on the map, which is something that's a bit disconcerting. There's no way through there, obviously. There's something there, and I've got no light anymore. What are we... All I wanted to do was get the other side for the doorway. That's all I wanted. No, that wasn't what I intended. That's got to be horrible stinking water. Can I climb up? Why can't I climb up? That cannot be nice water to be in, can it? Right, let's try that again. I know where we jumped wrong. So from here, I think we need to jump across there. Well, the jump on the rock was actually okay. But I think he needs to go... No. There we go. Need to look for the little gaps in the rock. Going to put his hands up. From here... These aren't difficult, are they? Yeah, he didn't die when he dropped down, but it wasn't... It was a little bit too high. Oh, did you drop down the wall many times? Yeah, I keep forgetting when you... Because the climbing is a lot more realistic than the RPG games. And you have to look for the little gaps in the rock, because that's what he will use. Cool. That went really well. I'm assuming I'm heading that way. What am I jumping to from here? I don't want to jump down. Where am I jumping to? Obviously not up. A lamp is just above us. I'm thinking over there. Oh, our assignment failed. We've not had a failure with our assassins before. Let us have a look. They're now recuperating for 4 minutes and 56 seconds as they fail their mission. I think it had an 80% chance of success. Why is only one of them? Did I not put both of them to go? I thought I had. I thought I put both of them to go, to be fair. Alright, let's send Duncan Little then. I swear I put both of them. Maybe I didn't. Maybe I didn't assign him and I should have done. We'll send one. Right, I think we're jumping across to there. I've got a feeling I'm going to mess this up. Why is my... What? Okay, hang on. It's telling me my recruits are injured. But it didn't... I could still send him. I think I did send them both. In progress. I just came and said both my recruits are injured. But, right, I think we're jumping across that way. There we go. We're learning as we go with them recruits because there isn't a massive amount of information when it concerns them. It doesn't give you lots to go on. You kind of just figure it out as you go along how it all works with the recruits. Right, we've finally done it. That's the door we need to unlock. Only one was injured. Ah, that would make sense. That would make a lot more sense. Right, we finally found a way through. The underground I thought was just a case of walking, but it does seem there are some environmental puzzles to solve along the way. Gives you something to think about once you're trying to do them, I suppose. If they weren't hard enough as it was. So this did say we was going to the hill, but I don't know where the hill is. Is that enemy still showing up? I don't think it will show up on this map, will it? No. So that intersection we need to remember, because that's the way... there is something that way down there from that intersection, I believe. These tunnels go on forever. I'm assuming these tunnels are there in real life as well. Right, there's an enemy here. What is it going to be? Drop my lantern. I'm assuming he's not going to attack us, but I don't know. He's got a knife. I'm going to steal off him first. Oh, you can do it more than once. How many times do we get caught? Our poison's full. Right, we've fully pickpocketed him. I'm assuming he's going to attack me on sight. Although he might not, will he? Yeah. Yeah, he will. And then more appeared. Okay. We dealt with them all, I think, pretty well. Should have just assassinated him. Saved the effort, I suppose. But, right, so next time we meet enemies on the ground, we'll just assassinate, as it makes life a lot quicker and easier. I just weren't sure whether they would just attack us, to be honest. Right. So there's a doorway that way. That's nothing. Perfect. I thought the hill, when it said the hill was nearby, I thought a couple of seconds around a few corners, be there. It's actually quite a distance from that intersection. Where are we now? I believe I'm climbing up, by the looks of that. I'm leaving my lamp down here then, am I? I'm assuming this is the exit? Maybe? Had to leave my lamp behind. So much shorter and simpler. But this one is a bit of a trek. I wasn't expecting it to be this long, to be honest. Right, I think we've done it. We have found our exit. We've got to pick the lock. At least we don't lose lockpicks doing this. What Assassin's Creed game is that? There might be Unity where you actually use lockpicks. Successful lockpick. We've discovered a new underground entrance. Why is that a frontiersman challenge? Have we gone back into the frontier maybe? I wonder where we've come out. Because it was a frontiersman challenge. Thank you for the like, that was much appreciated. Yeah, I was thinking that was shorter than what it was. The intersection made me think, just round a corner? Definitely wasn't. But the underground tunnels are frontiersman. Okay, no, we're still in Boston. Where are we? Oh, so we've actually ended up over here. That's interesting. Very interesting. Okay. Wasn't expecting that. So we travelled... The northern one was up there, and we kind of guessed south. And we ended up over here. So if I look at... does that under frontiersman challenges then? Yeah, one of their challenges is to discover 5 underground networks. But this one we need to find all 10. And that's just in Boston. There's another 10 to find in New York as well. Thank you for the like, that was much appreciated. I didn't realise there was another 10 to find in Boston. So we still need to find another 7 of those. Or 7 exits anyway. In Boston itself. Right, we won't be doing that now. I think 1 is plenty for the time being. So right, shall we head to the church? It's a red area makes me wonder if it's going to be a mission related. That's the only thing with red areas. They do make me think, will it be mission related? We need to head over there for an almanac at the minute anyway. But yeah, I do wonder if it's mission related. I could be wrong, it might not be. But it's just because it's so well guarded. First, let's head to this almanac. And decide from there. And see if... we've got to wait and see whether my assassins are going to recover from their injuries after a failed mission. First time failure as well. Okay. Let's head up. Almanac is nearby. I do love running around the rooftops. I think that's brilliant when you can do that. Alright, come on Almanac. Stay where you are. Don't fly away. We've got the Almanac. Perfect. Page 3 or 4. Right, we've got a choice. Do we go for this red area, or do we head back and do this liberation mission? That red area is no longer red. Is it because I'm too far away from it, maybe? Might be because I'm too far away. Let's go and have a look at this church. Like I say, if it's mission related, we can wait, but I don't know if it will be. But a red area normally, I would guess, will be mission related, but might not be. Sorry, lady. Cat hissing. Church, it is still red. So how are we getting in? There must be an open window, maybe, to get into this church. You don't think it's a mission area? We'll give it a go. We'll see if we can get in. We've got to find a window or something to get in first. There is also an almanac on top. Although I'm not going to be able to climb up the side at the minute. Too many people around. Climb up the side, I believe. Yeah, there must be an entrance to try and get into. I know last time we just climbed up, but there's too many guards looking at us this time. I'm trying to see an open door or something. Can't. Oh, no, actually, the treasure's in the back garden. Don't need an open door, it's in the garden. How am I going to get that discreetly? Maybe I need both of my assassins available. Maybe. Because the minute I try and venture, they're going to come and get me. Right, my assassins, where are they currently? How are they looking? Are they back? No, first one's still, one of them's still out. How long's left? I'm just thinking. 3 minutes. Do we do one each? Mate, there's another guard there though. Either way I'm gonna cause trouble. I don't think there's no way of being discreet, is there? I'm just gonna have to go in all guns blazing, basically. I can't see a way it can be done discreetly. Right, you can go there. I'm gonna go there. Alright, my goal is meant to help. My assassins are here. I was pressing X to try and get them to help, but they didn't. Right, this is a big old fight now. I'm trying to be defensive. Oh, Chapeau's injured as well. If you're not going to shoot me, I might as well attack you first. Can't see anything. The views of the trees are horrible. Oh, I got hit. Big hit there. Disarmed that big guy. Managed to avoid the hit there. Took another hit though. Trying to be defensive, but desynchronized, got punched. Okay. There's no way of being discreet to go in there. I need like 6 assassins, don't I, really, to help. As that is not easy. It's the getting in. It's the problem. There's just so many there. We're going to give it another go. Why is my assassin injured again? Let's have a look. Did he get injured just now? Yeah, I think he got injured helping us. That doesn't help me, does it? There was too many of them. And he got injured helping us. Chapeau. There is no discreet way of doing it. I can't see one offhand. I think it's a case. We could liberate. Would the red area disappear if we liberate? Because they're not British soldiers. They are colonist soldiers. I don't know if that would actually help. Would it? I'm assuming it would help us. We'll come back, I think. We'll try liberating the area and see if that helps. There's a liberation mission right here. Let's go there first. I just feel like that's just going to be a little bit out of our league at the minute. And I was trying to be careful with what I did.
Oh, in the name of the king, help me! I didn't sign up for nothing!
Right. Really?
Good of you to help, but these recruiters are relentless.
They're recruiters, and we just helped someone who was being recruited. We would have done it 3 times. And now we're wanted. So we need to get away for a minute. They're still searching. Oh, let's see, mate. I need to find somewhere to hide, as we are currently wanted. A well would do if they couldn't see me currently, but they can see me, so I can't hide there. Go away. Right, we need to look for a blue dot now, and we'll be safe to hide. No, we're being looked for. In we go. Just give it a second to calm down. We didn't do anything wrong. Yeah, I think you're right. Liberating to get 3 assassins to help us would be ideal. We've also just finished the mission, I believe. So, Little completed the mission, earned £400, 2 beaver pelts, and gained some XP. Obviously, we need to wait. These are all so we've now completed all the assassin missions in Quebec. Nicely done. I'm not doing another one because I kind of want the guy with me. But I just want to see. So he's still a recruit. Annoyingly, Chapeau's hurt again. But yeah, I think that kind of area we need more assassins. I think we've got away. Yes, we're all good. All good. Colony has been liberated. Wow, okay, I didn't know that. What happens when you liberate somewhere? There is a mission, which we haven't done. It's available. I don't know if that's going to be constantly available. Let's send Little again. It says it's only a 2-minute mission. We've actually liberated that colony of Quebec. That's why the colours changed. It's not red anymore. So I'm assuming we need to liberate all these areas at the same time via the Assassin's Guild. None of this is explained. I think this is the mistake this makes. Is none of this is ever explained to us. You kind of have to guess what you should be doing for a lot of it. Okay, we need to head this way. There's a chest. There's a courier mission to deliver. There's also another liberation mission we may as well do when we're on the way. Sounds like a good plan at the minute. But yeah, a lot of there's small little nuances like the underground tunnel, the Assassin's Guild. Nothing's explained. You kind of have to figure it out, which is good in some ways, but a little bit confusing in others. I don't mind figuring things out for myself. But at the same time, I think it's also nice to have it explained even basically. Would be handy. This isn't a red area, but I'm assuming if I go and try and go near that box, these guys are going to kick off. Oh, there's one of those guys. We did one of these before. We did get in trouble last time for doing this. And we may do it again. We are going to get in trouble. What I actually want is to loot the body. Yeah, okay, cool, we'll take the shot. I can't loot, can I, because these guys are after us. Right, we need to run away. All I wanted to do was to loot the body. But I need to run away for a minute. What I actually need to do is go to that blue dot to hide. But they've been a bit clever at this point. They've all run away from the chest. I don't know if this is a good time to grab the chest, but might work in my favour. It's not a restricted area. According to the map, that is not restricted. Right, we need to find somewhere to hide. We need to get away from these guys. Just for a minute. What I'm trying to do is get away enough that I can go to that hay cart. Oh, a recruit earned a new rank. He's already cleared the mission for us. If these guys keep following me, I'm going to get around this corner, jump in this blue dot, Oh, he followed us round. Didn't work. I was going to jump in the hay basket and hide. I could fight them all, but I don't think it's going to do us really many favours. There's also nowhere to hide. In before they come around the corner? I think we just got in there before they came around the corner. We'll give them a minute or two to stop looking. But yeah, that where that chest was, it doesn't say it's a red area. Don't poke it in here. Do not do it. I thought he was then going to try and poke at us with his bayonet, and that would have ended badly for us. Right, the troops are still there. They're not looking for us, but I want to leave because we are wanted by one. 1-star notoriety at this point. So once they leave and are out of the way, we'll head to the guy to give the parcel to. We need to find someone to get rid of this notoriety as well. Wasn't quite what I expected to happen. But yeah, the actual thing is in a red area. So you got 40 XP for burying the dead, £250 and a hair pelt. So, right, so that's a reoccurring mission that will keep coming back by the looks of it. Because we've finished the area, but it's a new mission keeps coming constantly. What I'm going to do is send them both on the next mission while we're trying to liberate this area. So if we send them both, we'll assign him and assign him. 100% success rate. Can't go wrong there, can we? 2 minutes. Perfect. I think that's a good deal. 2 minutes while we try and get ourselves out of the little situation we're currently in. Right, them guys have disappeared. Let's go back out here. We need to get rid of this notoriety though. We can either look for posters to tear down, or town crier, or someone similar. Ideally. Is anyone on the map? We need to deliver this letter as well. Oh, it is red area. Now it's showing a little red area. It wasn't like that before. I need to deliver this. We might have to keep this notoriety for a little while. Until we can find a way of getting rid of it. I know obviously there's a town cry over here. Printer shop. Over there. Let's go and deliver the letter. Hopefully the troops are far enough away that we can deliver this letter safely and not get ourselves in trouble doing so. Deliver the letter. That's all we needed to do. They did look at us. We didn't get close enough to worry. There is a liberation mission over here, which we do need to do. Eliminate unscripted prisoners escort. So we've got to help these people escape by the looks of it. One left.
You did not consent to this. Go home.
Cool.
You're a great man.
You're a great man. I'm assuming we need to do 3 of those by the looks of it as well to earn the mission for liberating the area. That was kind of a little patronising though. You're a great man. Yeah, we definitely need to get this third assassin. I think that would help. There's a couple of red areas quite well guarded. No, there's definitely not many town criers on the outskirts of the city. Admittedly, this isn't helping us. We're gonna head. We might as well head up there, get that one, and then head back over here for that. I think. I'm just thinking while we're here, we may as well get the liberation mission out of the way. I should have marked the liberation mission up really ideally. Although we are heading in the right direction. Maybe I don't need to mark it up. I thought I was heading in the right direction, maybe I'm not. It is easier marking things up, yeah, I'm going down. There we go. There we go, that's why I was heading in the wrong direction. So we'll see what we've got to do here, then we'll head to the viewpoint, and we need to look for printers or a town crier. But I think we, like you say, Lee, so I think we're going to have to head into the main part of town, aren't we? Right, we're going to kill the guy, I'm assuming. Yep. There we go. Let's loot him while we're there. The assassins are back. And that's another liberation mission done. Let's have a look at the XP for these guys. These guys are both back. Mission complete. 40 XP each, £250 hair meat. What's next for them two? 5-minute mission. I think we might as well. That will level up Chapeau to level 3. And unfortunately it won't level up him. But you can't say no to 100% success rate. It's money coming in. We're gaining resources. We're gaining XP for those guys. And at the minute, we're managing without them. They are handy to have, though. I'll say that. Okay. Viewpoint was the next thing. We're leaving these for the time being. We've got a fast travel point near them, so it's not too big a deal to leave them. Obviously, I would like to clear them, but we're understaffed at this point, let's say. I feel we need some more staff on our side first. Although I keep thinking we have got arrows, we can probably fire at 8 arrows quicker than they can fire at us. And I never think about that when we do it. Did I not assign both? I've got a marker up for assassins, but I'm sure I just assigned them both. They are assigned. It says I can still use one of them, although they're both assigned to a mission, which I'm a bit confused about. Right, this is a building. Let's go and get the viewpoint at least. So far, I think we've made good progress with Boston. The underground tunnels are a worry. I think they're going to take time to kind of figure out and clear. But everything else should be fairly simple, hopefully, if we don't die so often. And you have one shot in the pistol. We could switch mid-combat. I always forget about the pistol. Because we don't use it, because I think it's too slow to reload. It's not something I think about. So I don't think about it. But yeah, you're right, we have. And while we're thinking about it, we only got... Yeah, only one pistol, haven't we? We need the dual pit. We've got rope darts we never use. Smoke bombs we never use. Poison darts I never use. There's all these things that would help us, and I never use any of them. Trip mine. I need to start remembering to use some of the tools that we have at our disposal. Because I don't know why I don't think about them. But I need to start using the tools at our disposal, I think. Make our life easier. That's probably why we're dying so much, because we're not using the tools. Which we should be using on missions. Yeah, we've got one mine. We have used them previously when we attacked a fort. Tried to entice the guards outside, and they refused. Smoke bombs would be useful in crowds. It's all these tools I don't remember and don't think about, and I need to start using them more. The more we use them, the more I'll think about them, and then hopefully we'll get used to using them a bit better. Because we don't use any of them, and we should. Well, we have a liberation mission straight ahead. Yeah, things like poison darts. I just don't think about it, but they're all in our arsenal. We need to use these things. Right, we've got to free these guys again, I think. These prisoners. To be fair, we're now notoriety level 2 though, unfortunately. I love the little the roll he does before he kills. I think that's really cool. Right, we do need to get rid of this notoriety. Use the rope caster. Okay. See, we did a bit... My camera gets fixed sometimes and you can't turn around. We've tested it, we've used it in a tutorial mission. But other than that, we haven't used it, and I think we need to. Trip mine. Got another trip mine there. Yeah, things like that, we need to start using our tools better, I think. We need to start being a bit cleverer. Cleverer? I don't know if that's a proper word used that way. But we need to use the things at our disposal to make our life easier. Right, up the hill to the next viewpoint. That's another liberation mission done at least. This is Beacon Hill. So we know about this because this wasn't this the one used in the battle? I'm trying to think. So Beacon Hill. Perhaps predictably, Beacon Hill gets its name because the Puritan settlers placed a beacon on the hilltop. Beacon here essentially meant a bucket full of pitch hanging from a pole. The idea being it could be lit to warm the countryside if the town to warn the countryside the town was attacked. Simple, effective, and never actually used. The hill is shorter today than it used to be. The top of it was carted off to fill in the mill pond. So the mill pond we went to earlier, they actually took the top off the Beacon Hill to fill the mill pond in. This had the advantage of making the hilltop easier to build on and creating more land at Mill Pond, a 2-for-1 deal for developers. Beacon Hill became the place to live in Boston after the new Massachusetts State House opened here in 1790. Developers create upscale housing on the south side of the hill, which overlooks the Boston Common. The north side of the hill has been settled earlier, was much less posh, sometimes going by the evocative nickname of Mount Audum. Really? Okay. What a magical address. George Washington, ever the politician, would refer to it in one of his letters as Mount Horum, though that sounds more like an instruction than a place. Yeah. Okay. So Beacon Hill is a famous place. Not necessarily for the right reasons, but there we go. It's another thing for the database. I'm assuming we can climb it easy enough. I'm going to assume we're going to get a decent view as well, to be honest. So there's the pitch, which is ready to be lit in case of an emergency. And this is my synchronization. I like the way it could be used though as a warning. That's what the simple things back in the days that could be done. Right, we have synchronized the viewpoint. We still need to get this bounty off ahead, this notoriety, because that will affect us walking around freely. We are on the outskirts of town though, so there's not going to be much nearby. We have got something right down here though, which is a printer's shop. But any guards that see us are going to be straight on us if we're not careful. Right, liberation mission here. Trinket over here we do need to grab. But yeah, we need to be looking for a way to... We need the town crier or someone nearby, but we need to be more... I'd say in the built-up area. Time before radio. You had to be creative. Exactly, you did. And, you know, some of the simple answers are the best answers sometimes. I was hoping for a really nice view of Boston from this viewpoint, but we're not really going to get it. I think wrong time of year for that kind of hope, I suppose. Right, this is another liberation mission. We're going to be crisscrossing a little bit, I think, to clear things here. But this is all new to us, we haven't been to this point. Right, this guy on the horse, we need to kill him. I'm kind of thinking we could probably do a reflex shot.
I never agreed to be a soldier.
There we go, done. Fall down. I want my arrow back. I thought the reflex shot would actually kill him.
These recruiters are relentless.
But it didn't. It knocked him off his horse though. We gained our arrow back. Okay, so we've done 3 of those. I believe we need 1 more liberation mission and we should unlock the main thing. We have a town crier right next to us. Now that is lucky. I've never even noticed how much this costs us when we actually use the town crier. But at this point, if it gives us freedom to walk around, even better because there are troops right there. Town crier, thank you very much. How much did it cost me? I didn't actually notice how much it cost.
For the sturdiest and most seamless barrels in America, call upon John Cooper for 7 generations. Coopers.
Perfect. We're incognito. It's always good to hear. So we need 1 more liberation mission to gain the main liberation mission, I believe. Is it maybe? I didn't catch it when it came out. You think it's about 50? Okay, that's not too bad. I suppose. Got to pay it, I suppose. We missed an almanac over here. Just noticed. Right. There's an almanac here. I know we need this trinket over here as well. Kind of want to go to the shop and see what we get for completing the almanac as well. So, almanac this way. Oh, our assassins are back. I always figure I need to hold it down until we've gone on to square. There we go. Our assassins made it back from New Hampshire. It's annoying you can't just look at them. You have to actually go into a mission to see the information about them. We'll send them on another one while we've got them both. So he's now a sergeant. Chapo is now a sergeant. And he will rank up to level 2 corporal shortly. So they're actual ranks of the army, aren't they? Which I didn't think the assassins used. But it seems they're used in ranks of the army. Which is surprising. They've gone for 8 minutes. I don't think it's a true 8 minutes either, to be honest. Right. Almanac and then hopefully shop. And we can have a look at what we gained from the previous Almanac we completed. Don't start flying now. I'm not even up the top of the building. There we go. We've got the Almanac. I didn't mean to climb up there. At least we didn't complete it, because that involves quite a bit of reading once we complete an Almanac. Right, from here we might as well head to the shop. As I want to see what we can craft for doing the Almanac. You like the assassins can't die. To be fair, I think it'd get really frustrating if they did die, wouldn't it? Because you'd have to keep recruiting them. Yeah, I'm kind of glad they don't. A little bit unrealistic, obviously, but a lot less frustrating than it would have been. So yeah, definitely a good choice not to have them die. Right, we have a new shop. Let us have a look at the crafting. We've gained loads of new weapons we still haven't looked at either. But crafting is what we want to have a look at. Because we believe by solving an almanac, we can now craft something new. Now I don't know what it's under. Special items, inventions. So this is a Franklin stove. We obviously need to find Big Dave. What a name. We need to find Big Dave as our blacksmith. So he needs to be level 3 first. Frustratingly. But yeah, we can now make the Franklin stove for £25 with some silver ore and some iron ore. That's what we gained from the almanac. Oh, we can now also craft, this is from a chest I believe, a French coat pistol. Obviously we need Big Dave again. Can't do anything without Big Dave by the sounds of it. We can now make a hanger sword. So it can be equipped by Connor, it says. And we can also make, if we had the materials, which we can probably get to be fair, a Stonehead War Club. What did we need for our... I can't see from here what we need, can I? We need things for delivery mission. But the annoying thing is you can't look at that while you're in that. So that's... No, wrong button. It's here. What I'm going to do on my phone, I'm going to take a picture of what we need and then see if we can craft it. Delivery requests. Troy's we can't do from there because we need... We may be able to buy the Bobcat claws though. From our stockpile. Possibly. I don't know if that works that way. I'll take a picture of both just so I've got, so I don't have to keep coming out of the bit to have a look. And then that's the items we need as well. Paper. Because that's the only thing, you can't access the delivery missions while inside the accounting book. Which is a little bit annoying. Right, so crafting. Do we need crafting or stockpile? Let's have a look at stockpile first. We need golden rings, 1, toy dolls, hair accessories, paper and soap. Now I'm assuming the farm products won't have any of that. We may be able to craft from them. The ash lumber, I'm assuming we're going to need to buy some of these to craft them, aren't I think. I know I got a craft recipe for paper, did you? Okay, well, I think we need to have a look at that to see what we can then do. Do we need bear claws for the other thing? No, we've got those. We need bobcat claws. And obviously if we upgrade these people, we'll obviously gain more. This is things I think this is what I've got. It's not, I was looking, I should have looked at, where's our hunter? Forest? Hunting, there we go. No, she hasn't really got much. Let's have a look at crafting then. So, crafting, we go down to their consumables, inventions, special items, materials. I don't know if they're under materials or not, to be fair. We don't need barrels, we don't need disinfectant. Dyes, no. Flints, no. Weapon blades, no. We don't need alcohol. Moccasins, I don't know what that is, but okay. We haven't got a tailor, so we can't do it. Quilts, wigs, no. Junked hair, that's food, isn't it? Smoked elk meat, no. And venison heart, no. Medicine, I don't think any of them fall into medicine, to be fair. Hair accessories, definitely not medicine. Soap, possibly not. Bear pendant and a playing cards. Ammunition, artillery, shipmasts. Pine furniture, torches, no. We can't craft any of the items we need at this point. Ah, moccasins are soft leather shoes. Interesting.
How can I help you?
We might be able to buy these from here. Consumables, outfits, maps. No, not by the looks of it, actually. The Iron Tomahawk, I think, is the best tomahawk. No, the War Tomahawk, I think, is the best tomahawk, isn't it? I want one of those two. At some point, we need to do more sequences, though. So he doesn't sell anything that we can use as a delivery mission. Doesn't have any of that. Maps. The only ones we need to buy are the New York ones, which we're leaving till we're ready in New York. So he doesn't have any of those. So I'm assuming I just need to wait until we pick these up with random people then. The Assassin Tomahawk does look good. It does look good, to be fair. Its stats just aren't brilliant compared to other things. We may stick with the same weapon all the way through. If we do, it's a little bit disappointing for the variety of weapons you could possibly get. Come here, come here. I'm trying to catch this guy. Oh, I can't plunder him. I've got troops all after me. I killed the guy. I'm now going to run away and hide. And then try and loot him. Don't follow me up here. I'm running away from you. They can all see me. My plan didn't work. Right, I'm hoping that guy's body is still on the floor once these lot stop looking for me. We now need to pay the town crier again. So we get in trouble for killing them kind of guys, unfortunately. I'm assuming we're all good to go. I don't think they're looking for me anymore. Right, town crier it is. Go away. I'm not the person you're looking for. It was 50. You are correct. It's 50, Lisa. Right, that's the body. Let me loot. See if we get anything good from him. What have we gained? £47. Rye. That's it. But, you know, I'm assuming killing them guys is a good thing to be doing. I'm assuming. It doesn't say otherwise, so I'm guessing it's a good thing. Right, I can't see another... There's where we need to go to liberate. It's 71% disputed. Clipper Wilkinson is the guy. Well, I can't see any more liberation missions, but I know there's probably one. We're missing one by the looks of things. I would have said. So from here, let us head viewpoint and have a look. Well, an hour and a half into the stream already. Wow. That's gone extremely quickly, and all we've done is run around Boston. But I think we've cleared quite a lot of stuff we're definitely not going to get Boston clear tonight, but I think we've taken a break from missions. It's worked really well. We definitely need to recruit more for the Homestead and upgrade the Homestead. That's becoming quite obvious that we need to use the Homestead for crafting. And we do need to look more for those people, I think. Right, there's the last Liberation mission just here. This is the last one we need now. And then we'll open the Liberation missions. Let's do this one. Yeah, you're down.
You did not consent to this. Go home.
You're a great man.
I don't know why, but every time they say that, that makes me laugh. You're a great man. It's because it's in a really high-pitched voice and sounds a little bit condescending. Yes, I think you're right. And we can always come back and clear Boston whenever we're ready. We've got all the maps. Yeah. Maybe we should head and do some Homestead mission. We'll do the Liberation mission, then maybe have a look at the Homestead missions then. I don't even know where they are, to be honest. Viewpoints here. Because we can come back and clear any time, can't we? And you never know, we may actually end up back here for a Homestead mission anyway. We have cleared quite a bit, just to provide some variety. I think you're right. I think Homestead mission. We'll do the Liberation main mission. Again, Wilkinson, I think his name was Clipper, on our side, and then we can have a look from there. But yeah, there's lots to clear. There's lots of collectibles to pick up. I'm assuming you can do all this end game as well. You can run around and have a look at stuff. I'm assuming. Right, so we are aiming to head down to... He's disappeared now. That guy's back again. There's a courier on his back. Where... Okay, it's disputed. Where's my mission? Now normally, this symbol over here is where this guy is, but it's gone. It was down here somewhere, but it's disappeared. Which is a little bit annoying. I don't know where it's gone. I think it might fix itself in a minute. If we mark up the assassination contract for a minute, we should probably do the Almanac, it's closer. And then as we head this way, we'll have a look on the map again and see if it's appeared. I believe it was somewhere down here is where we need to head. Right, where's my jump off point? I've got this wrong a couple of times and died because I've aimed at the wrong place. I think it's below us. You've just started sequence 7 and there are quite a few missions available. Okay, that's interesting. Because I think we're on sequence... What are we? We are on sequence... We've finished sequence 8, so we can start sequence 9. But we've done no naval missions yet, and Homestead there's loads, and there's lots of naval missions as well. There's lots of stuff we haven't really found, to be honest. There's a lot within the game, more than I was expecting for a game that I expected to be quite linear compared to the RPGs. There is quite a lot here to do, to find, to explore, which is definitely not a bad thing. I'm just surprised by it. Pleasantly surprised. Okay, annoyingly, this paper is right near these guys. Yeah, I know. I'm gone. I'm gone. Stop shooting me. I'm gone. We've completed another Almanac. We've completed another one. Poor Richard's Almanac Volume 2. We're now wanted. I've got to escape these guys. We've got an assassination contract nearby as well, so we want to stay local if we can while I try and escape these guys. Do I really think you won't catch me? Yes. I don't think you will. I can't interact. There's a delivery mission there as well. We need a hand in. Water. Lisa's idea before was go water, they can't get you. Come I'm underwater. You can go away now. Oh, really? Go back under the water. I'll swim away underwater a little bit and hopefully they can't see me. You can see me again. I didn't swim far enough. The water works to a degree, you just got to be far enough out. I think the water wasn't deep enough. Stop shooting me. Two of them can see me currently. I've discovered a fort as well now. Come on guys, leave me alone, I've got stuff to do. The guys are back from their mission as well. Okay, the water isn't working now. There's no boats to hide behind, I know. Maybe the water was a bad idea. 5 underwater, Connor, thank you. Okay, you can't swim fast and be underwater. Learn that lesson. I basically need to get out of the water and run. Find somewhere to hide. Connor, move. To be fair, he is nearly drowning a few times. We're not being very nice to him at the minute. I don't want to fight these guys, because then we get a notoriety and then we've got to deal with that. There's a couple of things we need to do here. Discovered a new fort. Oh, we also need to look at our guys as well. Right, I think we're good. We're golden. Right, get him. You wait there. Let's have a look at our assassin guys. I think we're golden. So these guys have come back from their mission. I will not send them on another one at the minute because I want to wait to recruit this next one. But I want to see what their levels are. So he's now a sergeant, nearly next rank. He's a corporal. Nice. We get a Lindsay Wolsey as a reward for the next mission. Whatever that means. Okay, these guys should go away in a second. Let us have a look on the map. Is the Liberation mission back on the map now? No. That's a little bit annoying. Why is it not back on here? I feel like I've done something wrong for it to disappear. It was down here, and now it's disappeared off the map. But while we're here, we need to do this assassination mission. There is a fort here we need to clear at some point as well. Delivery mission we'll do in a second. I'm going to still head down this way, because I'm pretty sure it's around here somewhere. We just need to wait for these guys to go away. Don't start looking in the hay. Right, they've disappeared, they've gone. They've decided it's not worth looking for us anymore. And our guy we need to assassinate is literally walking towards us. No, don't turn round. You keep walking. Oh no, they're fighting. Oh, come on, I helped you out. You were killing him. I dealt with him. Didn't quite go to plan. I thought they'd thank me for helping them. Obviously not. Although I think they've kind of decided I'm not worth the trouble. Right, so that's the assassin contract, another one done for that. Nicely done. I don't know what I've done wrong for this mission to disappear. Required some milk again. These assassins seem, the Templars that we're killing as these assassin contracts seem to be out to get milk. Quite often it seems. Right, we can deliver our letter.
Thank you.
No worries, thank you very much. Yeah, viewpoint might help, mightn't it? If we grab this viewpoint, I'm not going to do this courier guy that's nearby, mainly because every time we do one, we then get a load of people after us. I know it's probably the easiest way to get gold rings, but I think we'll hold off for a minute. Milk is a Templar drink, apparently. Really? I've not heard that before. Milk is a Templar. I drink lots of milk. I love milk. Every morning, I have a cup of tea and a side of milk. Chaser, if you will. I love milk. Does that make me a Templar? Hope not. Milk being there, drink. That's just weird to comprehend. But yeah, they seem to be carrying a lot of milk. Maybe they told their wives they're nipping out for milk. Oh, new trophy is unlocked at the manor. Just a joke because all the Templars in the game. No, that's fine. It's just, yeah. They do all seem to be carrying milk. There we go. We needed that one to unlock that. So that is done. We need to now head here for our mission. But yeah, that's the... Why are they all carrying milk? Maybe that's what they excuse to their wives, to do Templar business. Just going out for some milk. And they go off and do the Templar business. Apart from, some of them are not coming home now. In fact, let's check on this for a second. Did we take them all out? No. No, there's one remaining. I did wonder if we'd done them all. Right, my hate cart is there. Let us go and meet our soon-to-be newest assassin. But yeah, it definitely seems... I think you're right. Their favourite drink must be milk. That's all we can seem to be able to get off them. Is milk. Right, this is our new, soon-to-be new assassin. Once we help him do something, there's always like... They always want something from us, don't they? Big old turkey. Well, he's got a gun. It's always a good sign. Martial law. See what he needs us to do.
Welcome to the Regulars, the most feared, respected, and revered fighting force on God's green earth. Some of you are here by choice, others not. Regardless of the circumstances of your joining us, you are all brothers now. And the only way you have a chance of surviving is if you trust your brothers. One weak link can kill a whole squad on the field. I want you to think about that long and hard.
That's one of them that's responsible for this. Rounding up the young ones and shipping them off. We need to put an end to it.
Ah.
What is your plan?
He's one hell of an
Kill him,
accent.
Then the rest? Set all them boys free?
It's a good plan, but it lacks detail.
It definitely lacks detail.
How
Kill
is your
them,
aim with
set
that
them
rifle?
free.
Can pop a muskrat's head from a quarter mile 9 times out of 10.
So he's a
10's
sniper.
a misfire.
That should do. Cover me from up there.
So he's a sniper, isn't he? Basically, that's what he is. Handy to have. Right. We're notoriety level 2. And there's a lot of soldiers here. We need to kill the Templar leader. We obviously need to get close. Ideally without being seen, I think. My thinking is rooftop. I do like my rooftops. For a vantage point. We're being covered by the sniper. I don't think an arrow to the head's going to do it. I don't know, will it? Oh, I've got a gun in my hand. Why have I got a gun in my hand? I'm too far away though to shoot the gun. Let's swap that for a bow and arrow. It changed it for me. I think my bow and arrow is going to be too far away though as well. Yeah. Okay. Obviously I would rather we could take him from a distance. Why am I being so silly?
A lot of you will be getting on that ship and setting off for a different sort of training. Understand? You've been selected, not for your talents or
I've got a
fighting
plan.
prowess, but because of the way you think. You will soon find out what all this means, but no, it is a great honor. Some of you
Oh, my
won't
plan
make
failed. I
it.
was going to climb up,
Others will
and I
rise
can't.
to new heights. Either way, you will give your life to a new cause.
I was going to try and climb up the outside wall and take him out, but I can't. So, my thinking is, we've got to run up the steps, don't we? Let's call our assassins in. Hold L1 to select marksman ability from the wheel. What if you can shoot him? Just shoot him. My assassins are downstairs helping. That's the Templar leader down. Show him in the back.
We assassins strive for peace
Done.
and freedom, and the Templars, they want only to
I
control.
went to plan D by
Well,
the end of it.
I'm for freedom, I know that much. If your order needs a good rifle.
Was a bit
sign me
easier than I was. Yeah, it was easier than I was expecting. The assassins kind of caused me a distraction. Man of the People trophy achieved. I don't know what the trophy is. I'll have a look now. But yeah, I had a plan A. That didn't work. So I went to plan B. Didn't work. Well, I couldn't do it. Plan C, I kind of missed. Went straight to plan C. So we have a marksman ability, and it calls your recruits to shoot out your target and take care of other nearby enemies. That's a new ability for having 3. That's quite a good one. I like that. Right, I'm trying to find out what this trophy was that we just gained. Man of the People, liberate all districts in Boston or New York. So there's the trophy we have just achieved. We've got a new database entry for Clipper Wilkinson. Just going to obviously loot the body of the Templar. He wasn't carrying milk that time. His wife must have allowed him out for the day. He didn't need an excuse. Oh, I'm just kidding. It was just the others carried milk. Right. Let's have a look at the database entry. That wasn't a dig at women or anything. I just thought it was funny. We got an almanac. We haven't looked at this almanac. So almanacs are diary of the days and what's happened. Okay. This is Monday, July half something days. I don't know what XXY is. He was definitely a rebel Templar, wasn't he? He didn't ask for permission. He just left. He's been a rebel. That's what it was. Right. Who can charge Ebrio with the first of wealth? See, he consumes his money, time, and health. In drunken frolics, which will all confound, neglects his farm, forgets to till his ground. His stock grows less, that might be kept with ease. In naught but guts and debts he finds increase. In town reels as he shoved down each wall. Yet walls must stand, poor soul, he must fall. So I'm assuming that's about a farmer. But a farmer that drinks too much and neglects his farm. Because the almanacs, from what I looked up about almanacs, are meant to be written about what happened at that time, that month, that day. So I think that's about a farmer who neglects his farm and goes drinking instead, by the sounds of it. See what the next one is. Oh, this will still be him, I think. None preaches better than the ant, and she says nothing. The absent are never without fault, nor the present without excuse. Gifts burst rocks. If wind blows on you through a hole, make your wood and take care of your soul. The rotten apple spoils its companion. They are Roman numerals, I think you're right. But I don't know what the XXI days are. Because it says, like, the next one is VI Monday, which VI is... I'm rubbish with Roman numerals, actually. VI is 5th Monday. I'm going to look it up. Hang on. I am rubbish with Roman numerals, to be honest. But yeah, the almanac is meant to be data of that time period. Roman numerals, no clue what that one is. So VI. So VI is 4. No, VI is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. VI is 6. You got the same time as me. So it's 3001, but that doesn't make sense, does it? Doesn't have 3001 days, does it? That's weird. But it's the 6th Monday, August half, whatever that is, days. I don't know. It's weird. The tongue was once a servant of the heart, but what it gave she freely did impart. But now hypocrisy has grown so strong, the heart's become a servant to the tongue. Virtue we praise, but practice not her good. Athenian-like, we act not at what we know, as many men do talk of Robin Hood, who never did shoot arrow in his bow. Don't throw stones at your neighbours if your own windows are glass. The excellency of hogs is fatness, of men virtue. Good wives and good plantations are made by good husbands. He that sails upon trust loses many friends, and always wants money. Pox take you is no curse to some people. But there's not 1,000 days in August, is there? Well, they're saying that. So VII is the 7th Monday, in September, and I'm assuming September have XXX days. So X is 10. So August is 31. Ah, good point. So September has 30 days. It makes sense a little bit now, doesn't it? But 30 days in September, there wouldn't be a 7th Monday. Surely. Unless Mon isn't month and it's morning, maybe? I don't know. These don't make a lot of sense, let's put it that way. Brisk cap, thou'st little judgment in thy head, more than to dress thee, drink and go to bed. Yet thou shalt have the wall and the way lead, since logic wills that simple things proceed. Walking and meeting one not long ago, I asked who 'twas, he said he did not know. I said I know thee, so he said I you. But he that knows himself I never knew. Lovers, travellers and poets will give money to be heard. He that speaks much is much mistaken. Creditors have better memories than debtors. Forewarned, forearmed, unless in the case of cuckolds, who are often forearmed before warned. Okay, I didn't make much sense of that. October's 31 days, but it's the 8th. Unless it's the 8th entry. Mon is maybe entry. Because they are in order. Maybe, I don't know. I'm kind of confused by these. Whimsical Will once fancied he was ill. The doctor called, who thus examined the will. How is your appetite? Oh, as to that, I eat right heartily, you see I'm fat. How is your sleep at night? 'Tis sound and good. I eat, drink, sleep as well as I could. Well, says the doctor, clapping on his hat, I'll give you something shall remove all that. 3 things are men most likely to be cheated in: a horse, a wig, and a wife. He that lives well is learned enough. Poverty, poetry, and new titles of honour make men ridiculous. He that scatters thorns, lets him not go barefoot. There's none deceived but he that trusts. If anyone can make head or tails of these, I'd be impressed. He's using old calendar, maybe. Octo is October. What's the 8th month? Ah, that's not a bad shout, to be fair. November, XI, 11th month. November has 30 days. Very well done, Lisa. Massive detective work there. Yeah, absolutely superb. You've got that spot on, I think. Now do you know what the almanacs mean? Because I can't make head or tails of what they're on about. Some of them are a bit simpler, but some of them... It's all about Poor Richard, from what I know, what I can read, but... When you are sick, what you like best is to be chosen for medicine in the first place. What experience tells you is best to be chosen in the second place. What reason, i.e. theory, says it is best, is to be chosen in the last place. But if you can get doctor inclination, doctor experience, and doctor reason to hold a consultation together, they will give you the best advice that can be given. God heals and doctor takes the fees. If you desire many things will seem but a few. Mary's mouth costs her nothing, for she never opens it, but at others' expense. Receive before you write, but write before you pay. I saw few die of hunger, of eating 100,000. Soul nearer the earth in winter than in summer. 15,046 miles. His lounge and short appearance makes winter cold. Lunar nearer in a perigean than a apogeian. 69512. Saturn nearer 49868 miles. Jupiter nearer 36613 miles. Mars nearer 80608 miles. Venus nearer 6209 miles. Mercury nearer, yet Mercury is never distant from the Sol, a whole sign, nor Venus above 2. You will never find a sextile Sol Mercury, nor a quartile Sol Venus. Maids of America who gave you bad teeth, answer hot soupings and frozen apples, marry your daughter and eat fresh fish betimes. If God blesses a man, his bitch brings forth pigs. He that would live in peace and at ease must not speak all he knows, nor judge all he sees. Adieu. Oh, okay. Hang on, this gives a bit more normal writing now. In my last year's almanac, I mentioned that the visible eclipses of this year, 1736, portended some great and surprising events relating to these northern colonies, of which I propose this year to speak at large. But as those events are not to happen immediately this year, I choose rather, upon second thought, to defer further mention of them to the publication of my almanac for that year in which they are to happen. However, that the reader may not be entirely disappointed, here follow for his present amusement a few. Their prophecies, for which they do not understand, cannot explain well. Before the middle of this year, a wind at northeast will arise, during which the water of the sea and rivers will be in such a manner raised that a great part of the towns of Boston, Newport, New York, Philadelphia, the lowlands of Maryland and Virginia, and the town of Charleston, South Carolina, be under water. Happy will it be for the sugar and salt standing in the cellars of those places, if there be tight roofs and ceilings overhead. Otherwise, without being a conjurer, a man may easily foretell that such commodities will receive damage. So he's predicting a flood. About the middle of the year, great numbers of vessels fully laden will be taken out of the ports aforesaid by a power which we are not now at war, whose forces shall not be decreed or seen, either coming or going, but in the end this may not be a disadvantage to these places. I've no idea what that one's predicting. However, not long after, a visible army of 20,000 musketeers will land, some in Virginia and Maryland, and some in lower counties on both sides of Delaware, who will overrun the country and sorely annoy the inhabitants. But the air in this climate will agree with them so ill towards winter, that they will die in the beginning of the cold weather like rotten sheep, and by Christmas the inhabitants will get the better of them. So that's basically saying 20,000 soldiers are going to land, but the winter is going to stop them from actually making any impact. Note, in my next almanac, these prophecies will be explained. So I think they're prophecies? I'm not entirely sure. Anyway, we'll forget about the almanacs for a minute. Clipper Wilkinson, this is the guy I've just recruited. He, from what I can guess, seems to be a sharpshooter. Delaware was a turning point. It was, wasn't it? Actually, well spotted. So the prophecies were coming true then, if what he's saying is correct. Clipper Wilkinson is a hunter and surveyor from Virginia, actually surveying and hunting on a family business. His father and brother are surveyors and crack shots as well. So it runs in the family then. Making the market in his small hometown somewhat oversaturated. Hell, making the market in his house somewhat oversaturated. Washington's crossing across the river and defeating the Hessian troops. Oh, you think that's what that one is then? Okay. It's interesting. Yeah, I'm still not completely 100% sure what you're meant to make of those. But yeah, so the prophecies seem, from what you're saying, Lisa, as well, the prophecies seem to be coming true in some ways. Wilkinson moved to New York looking for work, unfortunately arriving just in time for the opening events of the Revolution. He remained neutral for the first part of the war, but after seeing the cruelty of the Redcoats' action in Boston, he started leaning toward the rebel side, putting himself at odds with the rest of his family who were loyalists. Oh wow! So he was he was turning into more of a rebel because of the Redcoats and how they were towards people in Boston, but his family are loyalists. It seems Con has a talent for attracting friends with family troubles. It's true, everything does get better, it's true. I just had a massive argument with my mum yesterday, now it's better. So random. I did say, things can never get worse, they can only get better. Always look on the brighter side of things. That's what I have to do, and it works. Yeah, Battle of Delaware was the only reference I got. Yeah, I'm confused by the almanacs, to be fair. I'm hoping, by the end of the game, we will have some clue of exactly what they're on about. Or I'm going to have to look it up and do some research on almanacs and how to decipher them. I love this bit at the end of this one though for Clipper Wilkinson. It seems Connor has a talent for attracting friends with family troubles. Very true. Right. We are nearly 2 hours in. We're going to go for another half an hour, so I'm happy to carry on if you guys are happy to carry on. We want to do a Homestead mission. That's what we want to do, don't we? So, Homestead... We need to obviously go to the Homestead, I think. How is it so far? It is... That's in the... So the Frontier is the main mission. We'll head to the Homestead and see if there's any missions here. There's no guarantee there is. It might be Frontier, but we'll have a look. Yeah. I'm thoroughly enjoying it. We've kind of took a break from the main story, as we're about to start Sequence 9 whenever we're ready. We've still got lots to do. There's lots of collectibles, lots of side quests. We've got lots of privateer missions, naval missions still to do. I'm not sure entirely what they entail. I'm assuming we're just going to have control of the bow and we have to defeat other ships. Would be my guess. Right, Homestead missions. We have some here. Even better. Right. There is a Homestead mission right here. So let's do some. We still need to collect these 2 trinkets as well. I'm possibly going to probably leave the privateer missions till last. I'm not sure really how they fit in at this point. So I think for the time being, I was just going to leave them till last. But let's head for the Homestead mission. I think that's the best. Let's do that. We need to upgrade the Homesteaders. Seems to be what's needed currently. That's a whistle and a half. Too sure what animal that was. I should have just called my horse, shouldn't I? Oh, can we scan these? Are they doing a job? I don't want to shoot him, I just want to scan him. Good afternoon. No. Doesn't seem we can scan him, he's just shoveling the snow. It's a good afternoon though. Right, let's head this way. This is the mission. We haven't seen the miner since we recruited him. So it'd be interesting to see him. Climb up. Now I don't know if this is a side mission or this is a recruiting one for these guys. Side missions I think upgrade, and obviously recruiting are recruiting. Who is this guy? He's falling about. What does he need? She's the Huntress. That's who she is. White trophy.
Could you make a little more noise?
She's having to go after making too much noise.
Been fixing to trap a cougar I've seen prowling about.
Oh.
The beast has snapped 2 of my snares already. From what I've seen, its fur is white, mad as it sounds. Its hide would be worth a fortune to the right person.
I've never seen a cougar like that. I would like to help you.
I'll follow you then. Stay quiet.
Right, we've got to track down this cougar. It would seem. Head for the green area would be my first assumption. I'm assuming find a clue in the green area. White cougar. Can't be an albino, surely. Interact with clues to analyse them. Perfect. Have we got any clues? Here's a clue. She just fell over behind us. I do like the realism in terms of walking through snow. It's deep as well.
Got his trail yet?
Yes. In a minute. No, we're in the wrong place. Clues further on. But yeah, gaming, loving it. Looking forward to doing more. Other Assassin's Creed as well. Right. Found a marking. So it's narrowed down the search place now.
Got his trail yet?
Ish. You're the hunter. Snow is deep. I could run, but I think she'd get annoyed with us making too much noise, to be fair. And I do find you can't really run through the deep snow that easily. You can't wait to play it. It's a really good game. I can't, you know, there are things that are annoying, but some of that's because of the RPG era, I think. But in general, I think it's brilliant. Story's good. Platinum's not easy by the looks of things. I'm assuming we have to do all the optional objectives.
Look at the size of those claw marks.
Wow.
Better shoot true.
Yeah, this isn't going to be fun. If it's as big as what I'm thinking it's going to be with them claw marks. Right, another clue over here. Where's she going? Clue's the other side of the bush. Looks like it's dinner. This cougar is going to be hard. I've got a feeling.
He has a taste for fresh meat. Seen this before. Looks fresh. He's close. There he goes! We won't get another chance at this.
I'm going to chase him. Got to chase him.
Come on, Connor. We won't see him again after this.
I'm trying.
This is our only shot. Hurry up.
She's telling me what to do, and I'm trying. The deep snow doesn't help running. Where is this thing? Talk to who? Norris. Who's... I don't know who Norris is, but I don't think I can jump down. So Norris is down here. Not sure what... We've chased after the cougar, and now we've met Norris. Hello, Norris. Must be a fellow hunter, maybe?
You must be here for my new friend. I was dumping a load and...
No, he's the miner, isn't he? He is the miner.
In there.
Very. What are you thinking, Miriam?
Cougar's inside.
Norris can back off. One of us goes in there to draw him out, and the other waits out here to shoot.
Being the one that draws him, I'm guessing it's going to be us.
I will go in.
There we go. She seems very happy with that decision. Right, he's going to move the fronting off. That cougar sounds angry. I'm trying to keep an eye on the buttons because I think this is going to be a quick time event, I'm guessing. And I can't... Whoa! I missed it. Did she kill it? I missed it.
Nice shot!
I missed the quick time.
Thank you, Miriam.
She killed it. Very good shot. I'm glad she did it, because I messed that up massively. It changed my camera angle, and I wasn't expecting it, and I just couldn't see the button to press. So the huntress, can now produce level 2 goods. Nice upgrade. Oh yeah, a cornered animal is very dangerous. I kind of assumed she'd send us in. We got full synchronization at least, that's a bonus, because I've definitely messed that up. I assume if we got it correct, we would have been the ones killing it, possibly. But she now produces level 2 goods. Right, there is another Homestead mission here. So let's head and see what this one's about. Annoyingly, we're all the way over here, but... Main road, straight down, I believe. Over the little bridge. We stick to the path. I think it might make life easier. I've already detoured off the path. I just think he'll probably go quicker on the path, won't he? Rather than trying to traipse through snow. If I can find the path again, it'll make my life easier. There's a rabbit there. I don't know what hunting missions we've still got left to do, to be fair. Check your hunting map. Yeah. Hunting map is here. Yeah, we're still missing 4 animals actually here. Raccoon, beaver, fox are the only things. I need the rabbit. We haven't got the hare yet. So we do need to kill a hare. Or catch a hare. We just saw one. We haven't actually got a hare for this area. I completely forget about the hunting map. There's so many different menus that I forget about. So these are different animals you can get here. Beaver, raccoon. Oh, wolf. It's not a fox, it's a wolf. They're the only ones we found here currently. What did you need to see, Lisa? Do you? Oh, okay. I didn't know about that. We've still got to stealth kill 5 animals while using bait. Capture 20 animals with snare. Kill 2 animals with a bow. Yeah, that's not a bad shout. Good thinking, Lisa. I keep forgetting about those kind of missions. Surely we need to look for clues, though, don't we, to the rabbits? To see if there's a place they eat, maybe? Because that rabbit ran off fairly quickly. Are we likely to get another rabbit soon? Do we think? To be fair, there's no clues here. So I don't know. There's rabbits up the hill. Okay, so if we plant a snare, or use some bait, I'll hide in the bush. Wrong button. Let's plant our snare. Bait. We're ready with some bait. There we go, bit of bait, we're in the bush. As we're now hidden in this bush. Will anything come? Oh look! Rabbits! We can assassinate. I need one in the snare. Cool. And I can assassinate. I can't. There we go. Reason we had to assassinate is that's another one done for assassinations.
Yeah, man.
That worked perfectly, Lisa. That did work perfectly. We've now acquired the hairs in the area. I don't want to whistle, I wanted to skin. That was fantastic. So now, I'm correct in my thinking. If we go... I'm going to go back to arrows for a minute. So we have now discovered... I think they're not hares, are they? I think they're calling them they're hares. They're rabbits, but they're calling them hares. That was very efficient. So for the hunting missions, we did one wire snare, and we also stealth killed another animal while using bait. I'm glad you remind me of these things, because I completely forget about them. So there are more animals we still need to find. But yeah, we need to discover I assume we have to discover every animal in every area. That's going to take a bit of exploring, I would have said. But it's doable. Definitely doable. Right, let's have a look at this Homestead mission. See what they require. And if we're in a different part of the Homestead, it might be worth putting down another snare in a different area. See if a different animal appears. Our ale is worth a taste. Someone's telling me about their ale. Snowman. 2 snowmen. We need to scan people, don't we, as well? There's no one here to scan, unfortunately. Someone walking along up here. Who's this guy? Just saying good evening to us. No.
Afternoon.
I think he's drunk. Whoever that is definitely drunk. No, absolutely. I don't mind tips as long as nothing ruins the story. So I'm still surprised when things happen. I'm quite happy for tips. There's lots of things that, especially in this, there's lots of stuff that you need to try and remember to be doing, and I will forget a lot of it because I'm trying to concentrate on the game, concentrate on the chat, trying to remember what we've got to be doing in different situations. I am going to miss things, so I'm all up for tips. I don't have an issue at all. But like I say, as long as I don't ruin the story, I'm more than happy. You know, this for me, it's not just me playing, if you know what I mean. I see it as we're all playing. So tips, things you want to do, see, I'm happy. Right, what are these guys? Can't scan them by the looks of it. But this is a mission, so let's see. Room at the inn. There's 5 of them. Let's see what they need. But yeah, more than happy, Lisa, don't worry. It's all good. Well, they're having a little party by the looks of it.
Hello, sir. Would you like a draught of ale or some bread and cheese?
Connor! This here is Oliver, and that is Corinne. Great people. Ollie, this is Connor, the man I was talking
I'm assuming we haven't recruited these yet.
We were passing through is all and met some of your townsfolk. They were thirsty and we had some barrels.
I bet they were thirsty.
I am no lord, and these are my friends, not my townsfolk. What brings you to the road with a cart full of spirits for sale?
We were innkeepers until the king took our inn for some military such and such, left us out on our round part.
I'm assuming we're about to have a tavern
We could use an
on the
inn.
land.
Good
There we go.
idea.
We would, but without the inn itself,
Is that
we
the
don't have much
huntress and that's the
choice.
miner?
And building one isn't
Getting
cheap.
very, very
We
cozy.
certainly have a need for something of the sort. I will speak with my friends at the mill and see what we can do about building ourselves one. If it can be arranged, would you consider ending your search here?
Of course, Ollie. We'll have an inn again.
Okay. We need to help Oliver and Connie with an investment of £1,000. We've got it. I'm more than happy to do it. Do we give it to them now? We can talk.
This should suffice.
Thank you.
They are a lot of fun,
You
aren't
won't
they?
regret this, Connor.
I just
We
like
promise.
the way the relationships are written. You know, you can see that bubbly relationship between them individually, in couples, but also the way they then come across as they all get to know each other. It's like Connor's building a family. New recipe discovered: flour and salt. And that's mission complete. We've got about 15 minutes left, so let's have a look. We can do another Homestead mission. Right, there is another one. Ah, I think this is an Achilles mission. Because looking on the DNA chart thing, whatever you want, sequencer, there's a few missions for Achilles. We haven't done any of those. So I've got a feeling this might be an Achilles mission. There is an interactive conversation actually here. I like the interactive conversations, so they kind of give you... Oh, there's some in the pub as well. They give you a little bit of background story. So it's something we will have to go. I don't think they disappear until you've had the conversation. So we'll go back and deal with those. We can fast travel to Achilles. Oh yeah, he's super blunt. He's definitely not a social person. He's not very socially inept, but he's got a heart that seems to want to welcome everyone in. But he is definitely awkward in social situations. It's like he struggles. But it's also because I think everyone is seeing him as a leader, the Lord of the Manor, as they were saying. But he doesn't see it like that. As he said, he sees it as helping his friends. And obviously, I don't know why the mark is there. And they don't see it like that. They do see him as, you know, it's his manor, it's his land. Which is not, it's Achilles' land. But he doesn't like that as a title. He wants to be everyone's friend. He wants to help others. Oh, we do have a new trophy. It came up, didn't it, as a new trophy now. Would it be downstairs? It said we gained a trophy for liberating Boston completely, but I don't know where it is. I'm assuming downstairs. Let's have a look just quickly. These little things, I love these little things they add. Obviously all the uniforms, and we have gained a couple of extra that aren't there. So like the prison uniform, but isn't there. Where would the trophy be for liberating? Johnson's memento. So we've won Johnson's memento. Pete Khan's memento. Is it a bit weird that he's taking mementos off his kills? And Hickey's memento. I don't know if that's a bit weird. That he's taking mementos off his kills. I don't know. Cultural differences, absolutely. That is a lot of it, isn't it? You know, he was brought up Native American. His culture will be completely different to these people who were brought up completely differently. I can't see a trophy. His tribe is not into the whole feudal... No, the landlord system. No, of course not. It's going to be all new to him, and you can see he's not really sure how to take it all. I can't see a trophy in here. But I like the fact that that's realistic, though, as well. He's not suddenly going to become this kind of person, is he? He's always going to be awkward. It's always going to be a bit different for him. And I like the fact it stays true to his character. There are games you play. I don't know why that's suddenly gone bright white. I think that is a graphical glitch because I can't see anything. I think that's the snow coming in from outside. I think is what that is. I wanted to see if we gained this trophy in the house, but I can't. That's the snow coming inside. I apologise in advance for how bright that is. Because that is horrendous. Okay, I think my search for this trophy is over because I'm not going to see it if it is here. So let's talk to Achilles. I was hoping Mana Mystery. There we go.
Connor, come with me downstairs.
Should I search for something to fill that space?
No rush. Eventually the right piece will present itself.
So, because it says when we complete things, we
There's a chest
gain
in a cave on the
things.
edge of the property. Could you retrieve it for me? I would go myself, but these
I've got
old bones prevent me from getting to it.
Reduce distance. I'm just behind him on the stairs.
Take
yeah, they're definitely.
With you. The cave entrance is blocked with heavy stone and will need to be cleared one way or another.
Right, we've got to go and talk to Norris about explosives. And we've got to take him with us to clear a cave to gain a chest. But yeah, mementos are definitely serial killer vibes. That's what I mean. It just taking mementos, not really the assassin way. Ah, so there's a picture missing. There's no picture there. That's what he meant when something needs to be put there. But he kept saying we've gained trophies from doing different things, but I can't see where the trophies are. I thought they'd be obvious, but I can't seem to see anything that would say trophy. So yeah, I'm not sure what it means when it says you've gained a trophy. Do you know what? I keep forgetting there's an upstairs. Do you think it could be? I'm just curious to what it is, to be fair. It's that attention to detail that I love. Right, that room's empty. I'm assuming this isn't our room. There's a doorway there. Oh, okay, what's that? Join or die. Ah! That was it! You have won this keepsake for completing all Boston Liberation missions. Wow. Very well done for saying about upstairs. Oh, we've got a plate here as well. What's this? So we got this. We've won this keepsake for exploring all of Boston. I'm assuming that's all the synchronization points. I think there's nothing below it. That's it. I thought there was something below it, but it's not. There's a book down there. I just thought there could be something, but I don't think it is. So what's this one? So these are your trophies. You have won this keepsake for engaging in an ambient conversation with the lumberjack's wife. They're quite cool. So they're interactive conversations we need to do to gain little things. We've won the Robinson tea chest for completing the tea party mission. Little things like this though I love. It's just the attention to detail. For me, it's just a bit I really enjoy. Looks like the shelf will fill in. Yeah, it does, doesn't it? What's in the other rooms? Yeah, I think it seems like there's quite a few things we can fill in. What's this? We've acquired a memento from our brother. I think that's our brother. There's nothing else here. It won't let me move anywhere else. Can't look at that. That's a headdress. There's no looking at those. I know this might not be exciting, but I just enjoy this attention to detail. Oh, examine. This is the Almanacs. So the Almanacs are stored here. And that's the two we've got so far. That's where we're storing them. I'm hoping I don't have to read them ever again. They're really confusing. There's a globe. No, nothing yet. So a lot of stuff I think will gain via doing quests. And this is the newspaper articles about the Boston Massacre, which we have already read. Maybe we haven't actually. What is this? Yes, it is. They formed before the custom house, fired into a crowd of civilians. So we've actually read that one inside our database. The Valley Forge is also there. Declaration of Independence. So these are all the newspaper clippings that we've previously seen, all on a table together. And that is, I think, everything upstairs currently. Oh, what was that? This is our actual Animus database in a book. Cool. I just really like the attention to detail, the little things like that. I think it just goes a long way towards making the game so much more detailed. Right, I was going to say we'd go for another half an hour and we're 2 hours in. We're going to do this mission. I'm not stopping until we've done this mission. So this will be the last mission we do, however long it takes, and then we'll be done for the evening. So we need to find Norris. Now he is somewhere. He's all the way over here. There is a trinket there. I don't think we'll be close to the trinket. Ride a horse, I think, is probably a best way. We don't ride a horse enough, admittedly. Thank you, Mr. Horse. Back to bow. I like having a bow on standby. Yeah, I think definitely riding the horse. Home base in the game to gather all the collectibles is a nice touch. It is, isn't it? Because it means you can remember what you've done. You can look through things. I like that. Okay. I've kind of got myself into a little bit dead end here. Some bushes you can't actually walk through. They're quite solid, I've noticed. I think this is a farmer's field we're riding on at the minute, although it's winter, they can't plant anything. I don't think we're doing any harm to it. Right, back to the road. And Norris should be up here. I know there's lots more animals to find. Let's concentrate on the mission for the minute. Where is he? Okay, let's have a look. He's down here. So I talked to Norris about his explosives. Is this just where we were for the cougar? I believe. So this is the miner. I wondered if we could scan him. Nope. Doesn't do anything. Worth a go. Yeah, there's a bit of a graphical issue with the snow, I think. Seems to blend into the inside environments. Right.
Norris, I'm going to fetch something for the old man. And he told me there might be some stone that requires clearing.
I love the way he calls Achilles the old man.
I will bring my explosive.
Bit of an the accent there. Right, where are we going to go to? Follow him. Okay.
Miriam is interesting.
Certainly not your typical colonial woman. A deadly shot.
Oh, he's talking to us about the
She
huntress.
brought down that cougar. She is strong, capable.
I think he's got a crush.
She has no husband?
Not that I'm aware of.
I never met a woman like her before.
Yeah, he's got a crush, hasn't he?
Better.
You should speak to her then.
I might try. Hey, don't splash. Don't want to get the powder wet. Do you think she likes Frenchmen?
This is where we're going to see Connor be really awkward, aren't we? He hasn't answered. The thing is, Connor probably has no clue about things like that, does he?
I see why he encouraged me to enlist your services.
Yeah, that's a rock.
We blew it up. Be my guest. Duck and cover.
Shoot the explosives. Oh, we've got to shoot them. I'm assuming I need a gun for that then. We don't use a gun very often, do we? Alright, explosive time. 3, 2, 1.
Ah, that's a nice one.
Thank you.
Bienvenue. Doesn't look safe in there. Be careful.
Doesn't look... Doesn't look safe in there.
What you said about Miriam is interesting.
We didn't really answer him, to be fair. Right, there is a trinket right near here. What I'm thinking is, while we're here, let's grab it. Because it is literally just here. At least I've done it, we've got it. But yeah, I would hazard a guess that Connor has no experience when it comes to women. And I like the fact he didn't answer his question, do you think she likes French men? 15, yeah. No, he hasn't. I wouldn't have said he has. I think you're right, Lisa. I couldn't remember how old he was. I knew he was young when he left to find Achilles. And yeah, he's grown up, but he's been training a lot of that time, hasn't he? So yeah. Oh, the shaking. I know he said it might not be safe, but there's a bit of shaking there. Oh. Alright. Underneath. My camera, I've noticed an issue with the game. The camera gets stuck sometimes, and then you can't see, you can't turn it. Right. Left or right? Left, I suppose. I'm kind of running. What's this way? And now I'm swimming. Where is this chest? Everything's caving in around us. 4 trophies to platinum ghost streamer. Nicely done, gaming. Right. That wasn't fun. I was waiting for something to cave in on our head then for a minute. Right. That's our path kind of disappeared. So we need to find a way across it, I'm guessing. Branch. Stop breaking my path. Whoa. Well, we made it. We're here. What is in the chest? What do we think? It better be worth what we've just come all this way for. I can't get the open button to work. There we go. Yeah, is he trying to kill him? Is it teach him a lesson? You're going to stream when you play the New Game Plus? Good gaming. You'll have to let me know, and if I'm free, I'll have a look. Depends what I'm doing at the time. I've got 2 minutes to get out here. Come on. I'm assuming I'm going the right way. I've got 2 minutes to basically get out the cave. Drop. Run. Whoa. Nothing like blocking the way out, is there? Oh, don't block my way. Oh, it's a dead end as well. This is not helping. I don't know the way out. Hang on. I've got myself a bit stuck. But a minute. Swim, Connor. If he pulls out like a little pocketbook or something silly from this chest, I'll be really annoyed. Blocked in. Can we climb over? No. No, we can't climb over. Okay. This is going to be close if we make this. They must give you plenty of time, I would have said. With all the different ways falling in. Come on, 20 seconds. 20 seconds, come on. Whoa. Hang on, what's that? What is that? There's an animal. I think I got it. We did. I don't know if it's a new animal or not. I just saw it running past. Was that a new animal? Fox pelt. I don't think it's new. We got both. He did a double shot, which I wasn't expecting. Right, we managed to get it though.
Yeah, man.
That was very close. Yeah, it's about, like I say, if I'm free, I'll try and drop in. It just depends when you stream. But yeah, I'll try to. I'll do my best gaming. I think we already had fox on our hunting. Did we? Did we? No, we had wolf. So we've now only got 2 animals to find. I was hoping we could fast travel to make life... Oh, we can fast travel. Rather than having to travel all the way back, we'll fast travel, I think. If it lets us. No, it's unavailable. What a surprise. I'm not surprised it's unavailable, to be fair. But yeah, it was a nice double shot by Connor then with his bow. There's no other... Do I really have to do this every time I want to whistle? And then back to bow in case we see an animal we need. But yeah, that was one hell of a journey out. I didn't think at one point we were going to make that, to be honest. Luckily we did. I've noticed Keller is streaming a little bit as well, but he doesn't ever say when he's streaming. So I never get a chance to drop in, because I notice it generally after he streams. So I never actually get a chance to drop in. He never says anything. I think I'm going the right way. But yeah, at least we got the fox as a new animal. Two more to find. And the double shot was amazing. No, he doesn't say, he just does it. Which is fine. I like to, show support and give back to you guys, so but if he doesn't say anything, there's nothing I can do. Still can't scan them people. From what I believe, they've got to be doing certain things. I don't know what. We've got the Huntress. That's the only one we've managed to scan, to be honest. All right, we're nearly get out of the way. We're nearly there. I love the fact when you walk past some of the people in the homestead, they say hello, they say good afternoon, good morning, that kind of stuff to you. They're all polite and respectful as well. Which you can tell that Connor's not massively used to by his reactions sometimes. Right. He's downstairs, isn't he? Right, what do we think we've pulled out of this chest? What do we think he has sent us there for? No Man's Sky is a brilliant game. I love the game, but I wouldn't say it's my favourite game, no. It's up there. Massively, because it's an open world, you can do what you want.
I must know who put it there and for what purpose.
I did. I put it somewhere I knew only I could reach. But
yeah, I wouldn't say it's my favourite. What was it? What is it? It's a uniform.
Who does that belong to?
These were the robes of the first assassin to come to the colonies.
Wow. Man of Mysteries. I think we've solved it. So does that mean we've gained a new uniform? Hasn't said we have. That was the first robes of the man of the first assassin to come to the colonies. I don't think we gained a new uniform. I'm gonna have a quick look. I'm curious. Baltimore, Boston. I thought it would be in here. Naval mission born the Achilles. We're obviously not doing them at the minute. Traditional colonial. That's not that one. Bayek's outfit. Obviously not. No, they're all awards. Aguilera's. Bayek. Yeah, we've got. They're all Ubisoft rewards. I got them all without claiming them, so they're all on here. So we can wear Bayek's uniform. We won't, because you know what I'm like. But I don't, yeah. Was it? I can't see what outfit it was. But we don't have it, I don't think. I thought it might give us the outfit, but I don't think it does by the looks of things. But yeah, we've got all the outfits here. Okay, have you not seen this? Can I wear it for a second? Yeah, we've got Alexios' outfit. Have you not seen all of these? Aguilera's, Biax, Shay Cormac's, Ezio's, Jacob Fry, Edward Kenway's, and Arno Dorian's. Okay, Biax. I think I can put it on from here. Confirm. We've equipped it. There we go. We actually look like Biax. That's really weird. We actually look like Biax. I wasn't expecting that. I was expecting us to still look like us in his uniform, but we don't. Hang on a second then. Let's wear Alexios' outfit. And have you noticed it's Alexios, not Cassandra? And I know we're male, and that's probably why. That doesn't look like Alexios. That doesn't look like him, does it? The first one did. Definitely looked like Biax just then. Aguilera's. I've got to remember what we actually wear normally now, because I'm going to have to find that. No, the face doesn't seem to change. The actual Biax uniform looked like Biax, but the rest don't. Right, we need to change back into my uniform, because I can't do it. The outfits are cool. If what you need to do is you need to get the Ubisoft app, sign into it, link your PlayStation 4 account, and it links everything. Is that my outfit? I can't remember what we were wearing. How bad's that? I think it was that one. It's definitely not that one. It's not the prisoner. It's not that one. It's not that one. It's not any of these, I don't believe. But he actually looked like Biax, didn't he? It's weird. Okay, I think that's the right one. Please tell me I'm invisible. We're back. Yeah, that is their right uniform. Oh, I thought I'd lost my uniform for a minute. But yeah, that is the right one. But yeah, get the Ubisoft app, link your account, link your PlayStation, and then every time you play a Ubisoft game, you can earn credits for free by playing the games, completing missions, that kind of stuff. You can use the credits to buy rewards. But when we loaded this in, it gave us all the rewards for free. I didn't even know I'd got them all. It just suddenly they were in the game. But yeah, the rack of uniforms is really cool. The same as, I love the wall as well of its targets. But in here is where once you buy one of each weapon, they then go into here, and you've got all the weapons that you can examine. So you can actually collect every weapon. We haven't got many at the minute, obviously. But yeah, you can collect every weapon in here. We just need to actually buy the weapons. Or craft them. Okay. That is us done for this evening. Slightly longer than we originally planned, but it's all good. We completed the Homestead mission for Achilles. That said it was done. We have no more... Oh, there is another Homestead mission. It's back down here again. That's interesting. It's back down at the cave. So I'm assuming Achilles is going to meet us back at the cave and explain about that uniform. That actually looks really cool. So we'll see what that's about. The plan. Let us come out of this for a minute. But we're done for this evening, so let me just come out of the game for a second. Leave the session. So we've concentrated on Boston. We've cleared a lot of Boston. We haven't cleared it all, but we've cleared a lot of it. We've liberated it. We've done some Homestead missions. We still need to do main story. We've still got Boston to finish clearing. We've still got Homestead missions to do. We've got New York to do, underground tunnels to find, and main story, optional objectives, naval missions. There is loads still to do. I was thinking this was going to be a pretty short game. It's actually turned into a really long playthrough, which is definitely not a bad thing. There is so much to keep you interested and going. Like tonight, we've concentrated on Boston side quests, liberations, and Homestead. 2.5 hours of not touching missions, main story, and it's been really exciting and interesting and good. And the fact you can spend that amount of time away from main quest missions and still enjoy it is amazing. And you know, if a game's got that ability to draw you in away from the main story, it's definitely not a bad thing. As I said at the start, next 2 weeks are going to be a bit iffy with live streams, but I will try and let people know in Discord, give people notice. I need to speak on her behalf, find out what day she's got stuff planned. I know she's got stuff planned on different days, but she's not that organised. She won't give me times and all this kind of stuff, so I don't know when we can start streaming and whatnot. And obviously I'll be able to spend some time with them as well. As I say, there is content out every day on the channel. Tomorrow is, I know something gaming's been looking forward to. It is our review / look back. It's more of a look back than a review, but it's a bit of both, of Assassin's Creed Origins, including the DLC. As always, we only ever review games once we platinum them. I need to put my teeth back in. We've only ever reviewed games once we platinum them, as it's the only fair way of giving an honest review, I think, once you've done everything. There's no point giving a review of a game you've played 5 minutes. But it's our personal opinion. Obviously, I'm happy for people to disagree, and they're always done spoiler-free as much as possible, barring maps-ish. I try and keep them spoiler-free. But that's out tomorrow, I think around 1 o'clock. I think that's what I scheduled it for. So keep an eye out for that. We will be live tomorrow night again. I haven't done a poll this evening, but I'm assuming that, I'm guessing, we want to carry on with Assassin's Creed 3. I know I do. So as long as you guys are happy for more Assassin's Creed 3 tomorrow evening, we will do more Assassin's Creed 3 tomorrow evening. And that's it. That's going to really push up what we do. Gaming, look, I'm happy to help anyone, anytime. You had an issue, I knew a way of solving it. I've got a couple of groups that are for trophy hunters that I joined once we started platinuming games, and they were all generally really helpful. And I knew if I put a request into one of them, someone that needed a hand with something, you'd always find people that were willing to help. It's just knowing who to ask. And like I say, I'm happy to help gaming. Hopefully it does help you and it sorts it out and you get the platinum. That's the main thing. But yeah, always happy to help anyone, anytime. If I can do anything, I'm always willing to try. That's the thing. Right, that is us done. I will just ramble on for the next half an hour if I'm not careful, as I have a tendency to do. So we'll leave it there. You guys have been amazing as always. And we shall see some of you hopefully tomorrow evening. Lisa, Gaming, anyone else that's here, thank you very much. Thank you for the likes, the comments, and the conversation as always. I hope you have a good weekend if I don't speak to you over it, but we will be live tomorrow evening. Have a nice evening, have a nice weekend, and we'll see you tomorrow. Thanks for watching. Bye-bye.